Tennis World watches. AO director speaks after backlash over behind-the-scenes coverage. After the controversy surrounding Coco Gauff's emotional moments at the Australian Open, tournament director has finally responded to the growing player backlash over behind-the-scenes media coverage. The situation sparked widespread debate on social media, with players expressing concern about privacy and how sensitive moments are broadcast. In a statement, the director addressed these concerns, emphasizing the importance of transparency while promising to review coverage policies to protect player dignity. The response has ignited further discussion across the tennis world as fans, analysts, and fellow athletes weigh in on the balance between media access and respecting players' personal space during high-pressure matches. The Australian Open 2026 has been nothing short of spectacular, packed with high-stakes matches, breakthrough performances, and unforgettable moments. But one story captured headlines for reasons beyond the scoreboard: controversy over behind-the-scenes coverage of players, especially moments involving young star Coco Gauff. Social media erupted with reactions ranging from outrage to curiosity. Fans, analysts, and fellow players debated the ethics, privacy, and fairness of capturing and sharing footage of players off-court, in the locker rooms, and during emotionally vulnerable moments. Amidst the storm, the Australian Open director finally broke silence, offering clarity, perspective, and, for some, a surprise in defense of their coverage strategy. The tennis world watched and listened closely. 1. The footage that sparked backlash. The controversy began with clips shared across multiple platforms, showing behind-the-scenes moments. Players walking in hallways, visibly frustrated or emotional. Press interactions and candid exchanges in locker rooms. Reactions to wins and losses captured up close. While some fans found it fascinating to see the human side of tennis stars, others felt it crossed a line. The most debated clips involved Coco Gauff, sparking discussions about privacy, pressure, and the ethics of broadcasting moments intended to be private. 2. Social media reacts, outrage and support. The public response was swift and polarized. Critics accused AO of exploiting players' emotion for views. Supporters argue behind-the-scenes footage humanizes stars and engages fans. Players and former athletes. Some remained silent. Others voiced concern about boundaries. Fans created hashtags such as hashtag protect players' privacy, hashtag tennis is human, hashtag Backlash. The debate grew louder as clips continued circulating, turning social media into a battleground of opinion. 3. The AO director speaks, clarity amid chaos. Finally, Craig Tiley, Australian Open director, addressed the controversy in an official press briefing. Our goal is never to invade privacy. Behind-the-scenes coverage is intended to bring fans closer to the experience, to show the intensity, the preparation, and humanity of our athletes. We regret if any footage was misinterpreted or caused discomfort. Tiley emphasized that AO production teams follow strict protocols, and that players' consent and comfort remain top priorities. 4. Context matters. Why coverage exists. Behind-the-scenes content is not new in sports. Its purpose: offer fans a closer look at training, preparation, and mental toughness. Highlight athlete personalities beyond the court. Capture moments that showcase resilience, focus, and passion. For broadcasters and event organizers, these moments are designed to engage audiences and promote the sport, but they also walk a fine line between storytelling and intrusion. 5. Coco Gauff's role in the debate. Coco Gauff became the face of the conversation, as the clips involving her were widely shared. Some argued young players deserve extra protection. Others felt her reactions illustrated the pressures of modern tennis. Gauff herself responded calmly in interviews, emphasizing growth, accountability, and learning. Her measured response contrasted sharply with the viral frenzy, showing the maturity of an athlete under intense public scrutiny. 6. Ethics in sports broadcasting. The AO backlash raises larger questions about ethics. Where's the line between access and intrusion? How much transparency is appropriate for young athletes? Should social media amplify moments that are emotionally sensitive or private? The AO director acknowledged these challenges. We continuously review our protocols to ensure a balance between transparency and player welfare. Our intent is never to harm, but to share the journey of tennis. 7. Players and coaches respond. Many players and coaches weighed in, creating a spectrum of opinions. Supportive of coverage. Some argue fans love seeing the raw side of athletes, which builds loyalty and engagement. Critical of coverage. Others stress the need for safe spaces and caution against exploitation of emotional moments. These different perspectives illustrate the complexity of modern sports media, where engagement and ethics often collide. 8. Fans shifting perception. Fans, initially outraged by the AO footage, began to see nuance after the director's explanation, understanding consent protocols and production intentions, recognizing the difficulty of balancing privacy with transparency, appreciating that behind-the-scenes content also celebrates resilience and humanity. Public opinion shifted from outrage to measured discussion, though debates continue on social media. 9. How the backlash affected AO coverage. The backlash prompted AO organizers to review footage before release, increase consent verification for players, offer additional training to production teams on sensitive moments, engage PR teams to communicate intentions clearly. The response was seen as proactive and responsible, reflecting the growing importance of player welfare in elite sports. 10. Mental health implications. The controversy also highlights mental health in professional tennis. High expectations and scrutiny can affect young players profoundly. Viral clips may amplify stress, anxiety, or self-consciousness. Open conversations about boundaries, respect, and support are essential. The AO director emphasized that player well-being is the top priority, signaling a commitment to balance media coverage with mental health considerations. 11. Lessons for sports media. AO 2026 serves as a case study in modern sports media. Transparency versus privacy. Fans want access. Players need boundaries. Context matters. Clips out of context can create misinformation or controversy. Prioritize player consent and comfort. Develop new guidelines for social media sharing. Continue transparent communication with players and fans. The AO 2026 controversy may become a case study for sports management and media ethics worldwide. 19. Closing reflection, a learning moment for tennis. Tennis fans witnessed more than controversy. They saw a sport grappling with modern media, athlete welfare, and audience expectation. AO leadership faced criticism, responded publicly. Players like Coco continue to grow and adapt. Fans engaged in meaningful conversation about privacy, humanity, and respect. This moment was a wake-up call for the tennis community that behind-the-scenes storytelling must balance transparency, engagement, and athlete well-being. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.